Hey, thanks for stopping by. I was very curious about IIID Max Filament. The price advertised on Facebook was unbelievable, and no one I knew had taken the plunge. So I thought I would take the hit and report back to you guys on my thoughts. My first question was, would I receive the product? And yes, I did. If you are truly interested in how Triple ID Max Filament printed, and if you should order some for yourself, keep watching. If you get bored, use the timestamp. Here I am unboxing my first shipment of the IIID Max. This is seen on Facebook. That's where I found it, and it's fairly cheap to buy. So I thought I'd try them out and see if this was. It's supposed to be made in the USA, so I thought I'd give them a try. So far, first package I opened came in this black bag. Right, very well wrapped, double layered wrapped. Nothing's wet, so yeah, it was very waterproof. You can see the packaging's not super sucked in, but it is still sealed, so that's good. See some of that indentation there. I've already cut this open, but it was this and this one was sealed, and I haven't opened this third one, so we'll show you that. This is their new army green color. I'll have a video coming out with this color here shortly. I'm sure you guys will enjoy. TLA Plus. Looks good. Package. Sealed. And of course, the third. This is a tan color. Tan Plus. And like the others, it is sealed. With the sticker there. So there it is. It's filament. To the bamboo. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this triple I D Max. Open it up and weigh it so you guys can see what we're looking at. So there we go. Sealed package. Alright. You got a small kitchen scale. And you can see that that's a nice seal. And our first weight is 1,217 grams. That's about normal. I usually get about 1,217 to 1,220 grams, depending on the weight of the spool. Let's see the second one. This is the Triple ID TLA Plus. It's sealed. Loose. this weight is 1,228. So there's a little bit of difference. 1,217. 1,228. Alright, slap these in bamboo and print something out, see how they do. I've been printing with the black. I'll show you guys what I've been printing, so that'll be next. So we got a layer, a color change here. Happening all about the same layer. It's interesting. It's getting pretty translucent, whereas the bottom is not. But it's definitely a color change. Let's go look at the row. There's definitely some color change in there. It's very interesting. Right in the middle of the row, a color change. You definitely see it. Great. Okay. Not so great. Let's double check that. Here's the difference. See that line? It's translucent. Quality control isn't too good. That's why we're testing it. These look pretty good. Solid color all the way through. It did wonderful. And the black looks fantastic. Minus the calibration lines. It's okay. Get that out. Okay. So yeah, that looks pretty good. It's calibration line. Get that off. Black is phenomenal. Tan looks pretty solid. No issues there. Green on their first print looks super awesome. But as we kept printing, we found that some of the line, as you can see, was missing color. And I showed you that in the spool, that you can actually see it in the spool. And there's just no pigment to it. I don't know about that quality control. Actually kind of looks cool, but if you were selling a piece to someone, this would be a fail. I do like being able to see in there. That's kind of cool, but not the intended effect. Well guys, here it is. About a week later, I had reached out to the company IIID Max and let them know that there is an issue with their Army Green PLA Plus that I received. It had a variation in color, and they assured me that that is not typical. We could count on their quality control. So this is what they sent me, completely packaged. Opening it for the first time. It is completely sealed in plastic, just like the other 3 boxes there were. So let's see what it looks like. And that does look good from the inside. Open that up. Taking a look at the the roll there. That's a big difference. So there looks like a solid color all the way through the roll. I have to go back and look to see if that's what I seen in the first place. But yeah, looks good. Here's the end results. What do you think? I'm going to rate this filament in 4 categories and a scale of 1 through 10. Packaging and how tightly wound the filament is, how the filament works with the bamboo AMS, print results, quality control. Here are the results as I see them. For packaging, I rated this a 8 out of 10. The outer package was tightly wrapped. The boxes were professional looking and intact. The internal sealed clear plastic bag had a degree of differences between the 4 rolls. Mine was tightly wound, but not the neatest I've ever seen. How the filament works with the bamboo AMS system. This category is important to me and many of you, and as you've seen, all the rolls performed flawlessly, and I have over 30 to 40 hours of print time on these rolls. There were also no plugging or gumming of the nozzles, so I rated this 10 out of 10. Print results. I printed a lot of different items with these rolls, and the projects have come out fantastic except for the color change on the first roll of army green. All of the models I've printed, including the color change print, are as dense and as hard as you would expect them to be with no issues. I rate this an 8 out of 10. Quality control. The weights of the filament rolls and diameters were on par as to what you would expect. The big issue here is obviously one of the 3 rolls I purchased had a translucent portion of filament in it. This is unacceptable. I've rated this a 6 out of 10. Now, for the 4 cumulative categories, the score is 32 out of possible 40 points, or about a 73% if you're taking a test. So I'm going to take that for what it is. But 2 more things to mention that are very relevant as to whether I would purchase this filament again. Customer service. This was a 10 out of 10, guys. For someone who only bought 3 rolls, the company sent me a free roll to replace the one that had the filament color change in it. I just sent them an email the night I found it, and they were kind enough to respond the next morning, and they stood behind their product. They said that they would. This is not something that typically happens. They do not usually get this report from their product that there is a translucent portion in their product, and said they would be happy to send me a new roll, and they did. And it was a 3-day shipment, so I was up and running 4 days later. So that's pretty good as customer service. And the other obvious thing is the price. I purchased these 3 in a promo pack, and it costed less than $50. The promotions go as low as $11.99 per roll if you purchase 30 of them. That is insanely cheap for a solid product and great customer service.